This is not a royal tour. This is two private citizens pretending they're the King and Queen of California. It is just bizarre. Inside the sterile, high-pressure corridors of Ward 4B at the Royal Children's Hospital in Melbourne, the atmosphere of a carefully staged production suddenly collapsed. It is now the morning of April 16, 2026, and we have obtained exclusive details of what the mainstream press is only beginning to whisper about. This was not a royal visit. It was a diplomatic evacuation. While the world was being fed images of a compassionate duchess, a senior security official wearing a Victoria State Government red identification tag approached Prince Harry in the paediatric oncology lobby. There was no formal bow. There was no protocol-mandated greeting. Eyewitnesses report the officer leaned in and delivered a cold, 11-word sentence that changed everything. The officer reportedly told him, "Your vehicle has been positioned at the rear exit for immediate departure." In that moment, the facade of a humanitarian tour shattered. What we are looking at is a calculated intervention from the highest levels of government and the British monarchy. Sources indicate that while Meghan Markle was busy instructing hospital staff to rearrange gift boxes to ensure the lighting was perfect for her personal film crew, a silent war was being waged across the Atlantic. Just 10 minutes prior to this sudden expulsion, a high-priority call was placed from Kensington Palace directly to the Governor of Victoria. Prince William himself is reported to have made it clear that the monarchy would not underwrite or endorse any commercial filming activities within a sensitive medical facility. The message was surgical and final. The Crown does not authorize the use of vulnerable children as backdrops for a private brand. The authority behind this move is documented in the hospital's internal visitor log, entry number RCH 2026 AUD. The records show an entourage of 12 people, including 4 professional camera operators with high-definition equipment, attempting to bypass standard safety protocols. This was a direct violation of Regulation HSE 2026, a strict biosecurity and patient privacy framework designed to protect immunocompromised children. Hospital staff, who are sworn to professional secrecy, were reportedly horrified by the Duchess's initial remark upon arrival. Before the cameras were rolling, a staff member allegedly heard Meghan Markle utter 4 chilling words. "Let's make this quick." This was the reality behind the mask. A woman wearing $30,000 worth of designer jewelry, including Princess Diana's gold Cartier watch, treating a cancer ward like a scheduled stop on a press junket. As this news breaks on Thursday morning, April 16th, the sheer scale of the situation is coming into focus. This was never about the children. This was about content. Content for commercial funnel that ends this Saturday with a $2,699 wellness retreat. If you are as shocked by these developments as we are, take a moment right now to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. We are tracking every document and every whisper from the palace as this story escalates. Drop a comment below with the word truth if you believe royal titles should never be used for private profit. Your engagement helps us bring these hidden details to the surface. The Office of the Lord Chamberlain in London has already issued a non-association signal to the Australian Department of Foreign Affairs. In the world of diplomacy, this is the equivalent of a total blackout. They are effectively saying, these two are on their own. While the Duchess was allegedly complaining about poor lighting in the recovery rooms, the hospital administration was being pressured by the Victoria Health Board to shut down the production. The mechanism of this so-called brand laundering is now being dissected by experts. It works in 3 stages. First, you trigger a nostalgia response by visiting a site made famous by Princess Diana. Second, you wear her personal items to create a symbolic link. Third, you use that manufactured image to sell high-priced experiences, tickets to a private event. But the palace has fought back by withdrawing official security support for the final leg of the trip. The monarchy has sent a clear financial ultimatum. This morning, as Prince Harry and Meghan Markle prepare for their next appearance, they are facing a public that is no longer cheering, but questioning. The hospital logs do not lie. The security intervention was real. And the 4 words allegedly uttered by Meghan Markle in Ward 4B will likely haunt this tour until its bitter end. Stay tuned, because what happened next at the rear exit of the hospital involves a heated exchange that was captured on a security microphone. We are currently verifying that audio and will bring it to you shortly. Do not go anywhere. Subscribing is the only way to ensure you see the footage the palace is trying to suppress. This is breaking news for April 16, 2026. The truth is finally outperforming the script. The paper trail of this Australian tour does not lead to a charity foundation. It leads directly to a commercial bank account in Delaware. To understand the collapse at the hospital, we have to examine the silent, high-stakes chess match that began days before the first camera shutter clicked in Melbourne. The timeline of what we are calling the financial trap began on April 10, 2026. In a private office in Montecito, California, Meghan Markle reportedly signed a wire transfer for $500,000. This was the non-refundable deposit for event spaces, security, and luxury logistics for her 4-day trip. It was a massive financial gamble, one designed to be recouped through $2,700 ticket sales. But at that exact moment in London, Princess Anne was already one step ahead. Sources within the Lord Chamberlain's office confirm that the Princess Royal had begun a comprehensive audit of every royal title currently being leveraged for an authorised commercial gain. The trap was being set from both sides of the world. By April 13th, the Sussexes touched down in Melbourne to a muted reception. While they were checking into their luxury suite, a different kind of royal power was being displayed 6,000 miles away in Norfolk. Princess Catherine made a surprise appearance at a small rural health centre. There were no pool photographers. There was no pre-written press release. She spent the afternoon sitting with families, wearing a high street outfit that cost less than Meghan Markle's shoes. Royal insiders are calling this the silent slap, a deliberate demonstration from the future Queen on how service is actually performed. It was a masterclass in contrast that left the Sussexes' planned arrival looking like a shallow fashion show. The tension reached a boiling point on April 14th at 9 a.m. As Meghan Markle walked into the Royal Children's Hospital wearing Princess Diana's gold Cartier watch, she believed she was projecting power. What she didn't know was that in London, Prince William had just activated a legal file known as Image Rights 412. This specific legal mechanism is designed to protect the late Princess Diana's likeness and personal effects from being used in commercialized performances. Prince William wasn't just watching, he was protecting his mother's legacy from being used as a marketing tool. Then came the 11:15 a.m. breakpoint. Following Meghan Markle's reported complaint about the lighting in the paediatric ward, the Victoria state government moved in. The evacuation was swift. The message from the palace had been received: do not allow the crown to be used as a prop. The fallout on April 15th was catastrophic for the Sussex brand. In Sydney, a public petition against their taxpayer-funded security reached 45,000 signatures in less than 24 hours. This wasn't just online noise. It was a formal grievance. Simultaneously, Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, dispatched a rare diplomatic telegram to the Australian Department of Foreign Affairs. The message reportedly clarified that the Duke and Duchess were travelling as private citizens with no representational authority. This effectively stripped them of diplomatic protection and forced them to face growing legal and financial scrutiny alone. Now we arrive at the present moment. Thursday, April 16th, 2026. As the sun rises over Sydney Harbour, a single document sits on King Charles III's desk in his private study at Highgrove. It is a 3-page ultimatum titled Permanent Suspension of Style and Title. The King is being pressured by senior advisors to sign it before the $2,700 per seat wellness retreat begins this Saturday. The deadline is looming. If the King signs, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will lose the right to use their titles for any commercial activity on Australian soil, effective immediately. The $500,000 deposit is at stake. Their entire business model is on the line. But there is one more detail. A private letter sent from Prince Harry to his father just 3 hours ago, pleading for a reprieve. The contents of that letter are now being quietly leaked to select sources. The clock is ticking towards Saturday, and the monarchy is preparing to deliver its final verdict. To understand the chaos unfolding in Sydney this morning, we must look behind the curtain of what experts are now calling the most sophisticated brand laundering operation ever attempted. As of April 16, 2026, the mechanism used by the Sussex team has been fully exposed, and the counter-move from London is nothing short of a legal execution. This is not just a royal feud. It is a battle over the commercial soul of the monarchy. The Sussex operation functions like a high-speed corporate machine. Step 1. What analysts call humanitarian activation. By choosing a children's hospital as their first stop, they weren't simply offering comfort, they were creating a moral shield. The hospital becomes a reputational buffer. Surrounded by sick children and medical staff, any future criticism appears heartless. Ward 4B was not just a visit. It was the lead magnet for the entire trip, a calculated attempt to sanitize the brand before heavy commercialization began. Step 2. Symbolic tagging. This is where outrage begins to peak among those who remember the true legacy of the late Princess Diana. Meghan Markle didn't just wear a gold Cartier watch. She wore a carefully constructed image of authority. By appearing at the same hospital visited by Princess Diana in 1985, and wearing her personal timepiece, she attempted to link her identity with Diana's global prestige. Sources inside the hospital claim that her team insisted she be addressed as Princess Meghan during interactions, a direct attempt to elevate status and increase perceived market value. Then comes step 3, commercial conversion. This is the reality that has left the Australian public reeling. Every photo taken at the hospital, every emotional moment captured on camera, all of it was designed to be repurposed as marketing material for a high-ticket wellness retreat. The math is simple. You generate compassion on Monday and convert it into $2,700 VIP ticket sales by Saturday. The children were not the mission. They were the backdrop. The firm in London, however, is no longer playing defense. Princess Anne, widely regarded as the monarchy's most relentless enforcer, has reportedly activated a rarely used mechanism known as the title audit. Working alongside the United Kingdom Intellectual Property Office, the palace has moved to block the Sussexes from monetising royal titles internationally. Under updated 2026 regulations, using royal titles to sell private products can be legally classified as misleading the public. This is the legal kill switch. If authorities determine that a royal title was used to promote a commercial event under false impressions, the consequences are immediate. Financial authorities in Sydney have already been alerted. Reports suggest that bank accounts linked to the Her Best Life event are now under compliance review. Investigators are examining potential trademark violations. As of now, tension inside the Sussex camp is reportedly at a breaking point. The humanitarian image is cracking. The commercial engine is slowing. But there is one final, darker detail emerging. A private video recording from inside the hospital, footage that Meghan Markle's team is allegedly attempting to buy back. And if that recording surfaces, this story may take an even more explosive turn. It captures the exact moment the humanitarian mask allegedly fell, when a nurse refused to follow the script. If that footage reaches the internet before Saturday, the $2,700 tickets won't just become worthless, they could become evidence. The clock is ticking, and the palace is no longer staying silent. The archives of the Royal Children's Hospital in Melbourne hold a record from 1985 that now stands as a silent and devastating comparison to what reportedly occurred this week. As we analyse the leaked logs from the April 14th visit, the contrast between the late Princess Diana and Meghan Markle has moved beyond opinion. It is now being framed as documented contrast. According to the 1985 archival file, Princess Diana spent over 180 minutes inside the facility. There are no records of rope barriers, no mentions of distance. Instead, nurses from that era described a woman who sat on the floor at eye level with children facing their darkest moments. She famously removed her gloves, a gesture that, at the time, was seen as a radical act of humanity, intended to make children feel like people, not patients. She was there to absorb pain, not to capture an image. Fast forward 41 years to the Melbourne 2026 logs. The documentation presents a starkly different picture. Hospital staff reportedly confirmed that, at the request of the Sussex security team, a physical rope barrier was installed in common areas, allegedly to maintain a princess-level perimeter around Meghan Markle. Where Princess Diana broke protocol to get closer, Meghan Markle is alleged to have enforced it to remain distant. But the most striking detail lies in the timestamp of an interaction with a 4-year-old patient named Lily. While the official narrative suggested an afternoon of meaningful connection, internal ward logs reportedly indicate that Meghan Markle spent approximately 45 seconds at the child's bedside. Witnesses claim that once the photographer captured the image of her leaning in, she turned to an assistant and allegedly asked, "Are we done? We need to get to the summit." The summit in question was Prince Harry's keynote appearance at the Inner Edge event, a paid engagement reportedly valued at $70,000. The hospital visit, according to these accounts, became a brief stop before a high-paying corporate commitment. However, while this public-facing moment unfolded, a separate and quieter action was reportedly taking place behind the scenes. A substantial anonymous donation was cleared into the hospital's Oncology Research Fund. For 48 hours, the donor remained unknown. But as of April 16th, reports from private medical forums in Melbourne suggest that the benefactor was Catherine, Princess of Wales. According to these reports, the donation funded 3 new paediatric chemotherapy suites. Unlike Meghan Markle, there were no cameras, no public statements, and no visible display. It was described as a quiet act of philanthropy, focused entirely on impact rather than image. Reactions within the hospital community are reportedly intense. One senior nurse, posting anonymously on a professional medical board, summarized the situation with a stark observation. One woman came to give. The other came to take. This emerging narrative has created a widening gap in public perception. As of Thursday morning, questions are beginning to surface among observers. Why would a private citizen request a controlled perimeter inside a children's ward? At the same time, reports highlight that the future Queen, Catherine, Princess of Wales, contributed to treatment capacity without public acknowledgement. The documents are circulating. The timestamps are being examined. And as day 3 of the tour concludes, the so-called Princess Meghan narrative is facing mounting scrutiny. But an even larger revelation may still be ahead. A financial document linked to the Sydney Intercontinental suggests that the reported $70,000 summit fee may only be part of a broader revenue structure. Attention is now shifting toward what some analysts are calling a deeper financial strategy. The ballroom at the Intercontinental Coogee Beach in Sydney is currently being prepared for what was intended to be Meghan Markle's major commercial event. As preparations continue for Saturday, April 18th, the projected revenue from the Her Best Life Wellness Retreat is substantial. VIP tickets are priced at $2,700, while general admission approaches $1,700. Estimates suggest total revenue for the event could exceed $2.5 million. But beneath the branding and presentation, new concerns are emerging. Investigators tracking the event's financial structure have reportedly identified the tax registration linked to the primary organising entity. The trail does not lead to a recognised Australian charity or established event company. Instead, it reportedly connects to a newly formed entity registered in Delaware, a jurisdiction known for corporate confidentiality and tax structuring. This discovery is raising serious questions within financial and regulatory circles. Why would an event framed around humanitarian messaging be linked to an offshore-style corporate structure? And more importantly, what else is hidden in the paper trail? Funneling millions of dollars into an opaque American shell company? This is no longer just a public relations issue. It is a red flag that has reportedly triggered a formal audit by the Australian Tax Office as of April 16th. As financial pressure intensifies, the Palace in London has delivered what can only be described as an economic guillotine. According to leaked security directives, the Specialist Protection Command, known as SO14, has officially withdrawn all royal security coverage for the 4th day of the tour. This is a historic move. By designating Saturday's event as a purely commercial endeavour, the British government and the monarchy are refusing to provide taxpayer-funded protection for Meghan Markle's private business activities. This leaves Prince Harry and Meghan Markle facing an immediate and substantial cost. To secure the Intercontinental Coogee Beach venue, they are now required to hire approximately 40 private security contractors at their own expense. Sources estimate this could exceed $100,000 for a single day. It is a direct financial signal from London. If you choose to operate as private entrepreneurs, you bear private costs. But perhaps the most striking detail to emerge this week comes not from financial documents, but from a photograph. Royal jewellery analysts examining high-resolution images from Ward 4B have identified a subtle but widely discussed detail. On Meghan Markle's wrist, Princess Diana's gold Cartier watch appears to be set approximately 15 minutes behind local Melbourne time. For an item described as a daily staple, this raises questions about its functional use during the visit. Some observers suggest the watch may have been worn symbolically rather than practically. This small detail has taken on broader meaning in public discussions. A 15-minute discrepancy on a $30,000 timepiece has, for some, become a metaphor for the wider concerns surrounding authenticity during the tour. As Saturday approaches, the Her Best Life retreat is increasingly being viewed not just as a wellness event, but as a high-stakes commercial venture under mounting scrutiny. Reports indicate a tense atmosphere inside the Intercontinental. Financial structures are being questioned. Security costs are rising. And the carefully constructed public image is facing sustained pressure. At the same time, another document is reportedly circulating within Sydney media circles. It outlines specific requirements for the Saturday VIP photo experience. Details that some claim resemble high-end celebrity demands more than a traditional wellness offering. The gap between expectation and reality appears to be widening. The countdown has begun. As of Thursday morning, April 16, 2026, the next 48 hours may determine the future trajectory of the Sussex brand in the region. Based on available reports, analysts are outlining 3 possible outcomes. The first scenario, considered less likely, involves proceeding with the event despite mounting criticism. In this case, public backlash could intensify, including organized demonstrations outside the venue. Legal challenges could also emerge, potentially impacting ticket revenue. The second scenario involves a partial withdrawal. There are indications that Prince Harry may distance himself from the commercial aspects of the event. If that occurs, Meghan Markle could face the situation independently, raising questions about internal alignment. The third, and most widely anticipated, scenario centers on a formal decision from King Charles III. Reports suggest that a declaration may be issued regarding the use of royal titles in commercial contexts. Such a move could significantly affect the branding and positioning of the event. As attention shifts to London, the atmosphere in Sydney remains highly charged. Public interest continues to grow, and scrutiny is intensifying across both media and regulatory channels. If you've been following this developing situation, now is the time to engage. Do you believe formal action should be taken? Or should events proceed as planned? Stay connected, because updates are unfolding rapidly. However, just as this chapter appears to be closing, a new element has emerged. A video, reportedly recorded near the hospital's rear exit, is now circulating among select media intermediaries. In the footage, captured shortly after the hospital visit, Prince Harry appears visibly strained during a private exchange with Meghan Markle. The authenticity of the recording is currently under review. Reports indicate that the clip includes audio, though its contents have not been independently verified. If confirmed, it could significantly impact the narrative surrounding this entire situation. For now, verification is ongoing. But one thing is clear: this story is still unfolding, and the next development may change everything.